When a man starts pulling away and you start chasing after him, he's gone. You've lost him and you're just pushing him further away. If you had a man who was into you, wanting to see you all the time, texting you throughout the day, talking about a future together, and then in the blink of an eye, something changes and he's distant, he's unavailable, he's barely responding to your messages, well, chances are that you've made at least one of the 4 biggest mistakes that 99% of women make when a man is pulling away. But you don't have to let these mistakes push him away for good. I'm psychologist and relationship coach Dr. Antonio Borrello. Keep watching because in this video, I will reveal these mistakes and give you the tools to bring him back and have him pursuing you like he did before. Starting with the first mistake. Mistake number 1, trying too hard to prove yourself. This happens when a woman is blindsided by the pullback. I mean, just last week, this guy was really into you. He made you feel like the most important woman in the world. He told you how much he liked spending time with you. He was doing all the right things. And then, just when you let your guard down and started feeling for him, he suddenly changes. Maybe he's not so chatty. Maybe he's not texting or calling as much or taking forever to respond with 1 or 2 words. Or he doesn't seem excited to see you or he doesn't make plans with you this weekend. Whatever it is, you can sense it and it makes you anxious and worried about why. And the next thing that pops into your mind, you think maybe he's testing me to see if I'm really into him or to see how much I care. After all, he's always been the one texting you, wanting to see you. He's the one who has been pushing things, and then when he stops, even briefly, you might think that maybe you haven't done enough to show him that you really like him back. So in a panic, you start over-confessing your feelings to him and telling him how much you like him and want him. And when you do that, it becomes very obvious to him, and he knows that you're panicking. And that can be a huge mistake because in reality, even though he's been the one pursuing you this whole time, when a man senses that you're really into him and things could get serious, he often pulls back a little bit to give himself some breathing room because he's like, wow, this is moving towards a relationship very fast. Am I sure I really want this? So he's basically taking a moment to reflect and process what he wants. But rather than give him the space that he needs to evaluate and figure it out, you do the opposite and lean into him and profess how much you want him or need him. And of course, this makes a man who is uncertain about the situation and scares him further away. Does that sound familiar? Is this something that you've done? Or what was the first thing that you did when you noticed your guy pulling back? Leave a comment and let us know. Mistake number 2, needless apologies. When he pulls away, it's natural to start questioning everything, replaying your interactions over and over, trying to figure out what happened. Was it something I said, or did I do something wrong? You become consumed with self-doubt and trying to fix the situation. And of course, it's easy to come up with something you said or did, or even an imaginary reason why he's mad at you. And when you hyper-focus on a reason why he's pulled back, you convince yourself that you need to apologize to him. But here's the problem. You probably didn't do anything that requires an apology, and he knows that. Again, this comes across as she's panicked, she's freaking out, and an apology doesn't make sense to him. It just looks like you're trying anything to explain yourself and engage him, and that starts to look desperate. And again, his attraction and desire for you plummets even further. So I pass this off to you as well. Is this a mistake that you've made? If so, what happened? Leave a comment and let's talk about it. Mistake number 3, mirroring his behavior. After making mistake number 1 and number 2 and not getting the results that they were looking for, many women will try to mirror his behavior and do the same thing he's doing. Perhaps they watch a YouTube video or get some advice to distance themselves or give him a taste of his own medicine. And yes, sometimes this works, especially if it's the first thing you do. But do you know how to respond when he does reach out? Because when he notices your distance, he will put out a fishing line to see if you'll bite. He will initiate some type of communication as a temperature check to see what's really going on with you, to see if you're just acting disinterested. How you respond to this temperature check is going to make all the difference between him coming back or him being pushed further away. Of course, I'm going to explain exactly how to respond to him in just a moment, but first, let me tell you about the 4th mistake. Mistake number 4, the dramatic breakup. Now, if you've already made the first 3 mistakes without any success, you're probably going to get frustrated and maybe even angry. And that's when you're in danger of making the ultimate mistake, losing control over your emotions, and ending things with him prematurely in a dramatic scene. I've seen this happen countless times. A woman will get so angry that she can't control her emotions and she ends things with a guy in a fit of rage. She does this because she secretly hopes that he will try to stop her. She's hoping that he will apologize and try to fix things, that he won't let her go. The problem is, when you do that, he will see you as overly dramatic and emotional, and that makes him even more concerned about getting into a serious relationship with you. If he needed a breather to evaluate things, you're certainly giving him more reasons for caution. Again, this only pushes him further away. So maybe you've made some of these mistakes. Maybe you've made all of these mistakes. Maybe you're worried that it's too late. Well, I have good news. If he was attracted to you and wanted you before, he can be attracted to you and want you again. And the secret to making that happen is this. You must change what he believes about you and show him that you are the confident, strong, independent woman that he fell for in the first place. And this starts with the crucial first step. Number 1, you need a relationship reset. Regardless of whether you've made one or all of these mistakes, the most important first step is to reset your relationship so that you can get things off to a new start. And that begins when you stop talking about the relationship or the fact that he's changed or pulled back. That means that you're not talking about the relationship or bringing up your disappointment or your needs. You will have your opportunity to talk and set your standards and expectations soon. But first, we need to turn things around. So instead, you're going to give him something to miss, which is step number 2. Now, despite being frustrated and hurt and disappointed, you need to figure out how to temporarily conceal this and be the confident, fun, and exciting person that he fell for in the first place. So for the time being, you need to rock his world in a way that no one else can. Every time you see him or talk to him, you're going to create a fun, exciting dynamic that he can't get anywhere else. That way, every time he thinks of you, he will be thinking about the fun things. He should associate you with everything fun. Not once, but every time. So be light, fun, easygoing, and confident. Not disappointed or frustrated or insecure about where things are going. That confidence will remind him of your worth and he will remember the person he fell for. Number 3, stop initiating communication with him. Do not initiate phone calls or text to him. Now, I'm not saying to ignore him or stop communicating with him. I'm saying stop being the one who is constantly looking for him and initiating communication. Let him be the one to send the good morning text or restart a silent text conversation. I know it's not easy, but believe me, it's worth it. He will notice the change immediately and wonder why you've suddenly went silent on him. And your silence will speak volumes about your independence and confidence, and he will likely reach out to you again soon. And when he does, make him wait before returning his calls and texts. Taking some time before responding shows him that you are busy and not just sitting by your phone waiting for him to call. Number 4, prioritize your life and start saying no. From this moment on, you cannot always be there for him by saying yes to his invitations and plans, especially when he calls you on short notice. Because saying no to his requests conveys the message that you have other priorities and responsibilities that take precedence, at least at the time that he's asking. It also requires him to acknowledge your independence and the fact that you're not just sitting around waiting for his calls. Remember, one of the most attractive qualities men look for in a woman is independence. He must be aware of how rich and fulfilling your life is. Oh, and I'm not suggesting that you play mind games or hide behind your phone. No, I want you to go out with your friends and have fun without him. Do something for yourself. Learn a new activity or do something that you enjoy. Being unavailable sometimes will make you feel better and drive him a little crazy. So make other plans and he will start to remember how you used to be available for him when he prioritized the relationship. Now, I know that many of you will be worried about doing these steps. You will worry that he will become upset or angry or forget about you or find someone else. These steps feel risky, and so you might be reluctant to try them or to really give them 100%. All of that is your fear talking. Fear of losing him or fear of being alone. But the problem, that's what got you here in the first place. I get that, I understand that, and I know it's common, but it doesn't have to be that way. Don't let your fear dictate your behavior. I promise if you follow these steps correctly, his attraction and desire for you will be stronger than ever, and it will be obvious. But your work is not done, because you don't want this situation to happen again. That's where the next 3 steps come in. They're designed to keep his desire and attraction for you growing. Those steps are covered in the next video, which will be linked here when it's completed. Or click here to watch the video that YouTube thinks you'll enjoy. I'll see you in the next video.